What's up, music fans of the internet? I'm Kevin.
I'm Derek.
And together we are last week's album, The Only Reviews, with two different views. And in this episode, we're exploring, does San Saba County's fifth deserve a high five? Cheers, everyone at home. And Derek.
Cheers, Kevin, and everyone at home.
San Saba County is an Austin sort of alt-country or post-alt-country quartet. Full disclosure, we do know the band, but you know, they still make you pay for your own vinyl when you go to their release party. So there's that. This is their fifth album, if you couldn't tell by the name. Let's talk about what the album sounds like. Derek, what do you think?
I think San Saba County's fifth sounds like Tom Petty and Band of Horses drinking Everclear margaritas.
Interesting. My sounds like also references drinking. So that's weird and good. I think it sounds like Wilco and Guided by Voices meet in the middle of Texas to down a fifth of whiskey.
Yeah, I hear all those things.
Let's talk about some highlights from the album. Derek, what do you have?
Kevin, one thing that really stood out to me was the alt-country sound they have going here. You can really tell through the music that all the parts, electric and bass guitars, percussion, everything really fits together very well. Just really great sounds and structures that I also found interesting throughout the way.
On a similar note, but I guess a slightly different take, there's a lot of pop hooks, but they don't smack you in the face on first listen. They kind of sneak up on you, and you find yourself singing along later in the day, and you didn't even realize this song got stuck in your head until it's already there.
Absolutely. The segue to something that sneaks up on you, the song Phoenix. This one didn't really have a chorus, or at least one that seemingly had lyrics or vocals in them. There was really kind of subdued verses that seemed to feed into the phrases that were dominated by this electric guitar riff. And then later on comes to this bridge, at least it has lyrics. So it's really kind of seems to be the chorus of the song and be where you may expect the bridge to be. And it kind of segues back into the electric guitar riff phrase to go back to that bridge / chorus again, almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes, reflecting the track title. So I thought that was very clever and maybe not something you'll pick up on the first listen, but the more I kind of listened to it, the more I appreciated it.
Speaking of tracks, my key tracks were number 3, Could You Please, and number 5, my favorite on the album, Pretty Sure. Could You Please, sort of peppy and upbeat, a little grungy bass, a little falsetto in the chorus, which I don't recall hearing from San Saba County before. There's a really good line. It's tragically sad to have a tail that doesn't wag. The ultimate tragedy. And just a nice layered build at the end of the track. And then I'm Pretty Sure, sort of a more folksy vibe, especially at the start with acoustic guitar, trotting drums, some soulful backing vocals, which are really nice. Some guitar effects that almost give it like an organ or a synth vibe. Vocals sort of about a change of perspective. And then halfway through, it opens up nicely from that folksy vibe into more driving and atmospheric territory. So a nice little transformation there throughout the song.
You know, another one of my favorites was Kennedy's. This one featured fuzzy electric guitar, grooving bass guitar and snappy drums, catchy vocal melody, really had this strong garage rock sound, kind of reminded me of Everclear to some degree. There were some pauses or momentary silence that kind of came up throughout the song, and I really found them intriguing because I found myself being drawn in more to see where it's going, and there were also really good one-liners lyrically. One that stood out to me was, "Come on, be my Jefferson, let me be your Tennessee."
Well, those are some great highlights. What about lowlights? Did you have any, Derek?
You know, I really didn't have too many. One particular gripe I had was maybe at times it got a little sleepy, but even when I thought it was almost approaching there, it would shift tracks to wake up, if you will.
Yeah, I have a similar small gripe. I wish there was a little bit more variety to their sound. I think they've got their sweet spot and it serves them really well. But I was left just wanting a little bit more, I don't know, experimentation or rough edges even. So that leaves us with overall rating and answering the big question on San Saba County's fifth. Do they deserve a high five? What do you say, Derek?
They have some really great lyrics laid out against this rich alt country rock tapestry. Songs were engaging, and I thought there were nuances that really made them more intriguing with each listen. And so to answer the big question, does San Saba County's fifth deserve a high five? I think absolutely, and that's why I'm giving this one a 4 out of 5.
I will agree for the most part. I think they have a really great alt country sound, and I got to give these guys kudos. They self-produced this record as well, so an amazing job on that. No easy feat. There's something here that almost anyone will enjoy, especially if you're into some of the bands we mentioned. Do I think this album deserves a high five? I think it deserves a high 4, and with Derek's 4, that makes 8 out of 10, so definitely check out Fifth by San Saba County. If you're in the Austin area, go check them out, because they live here and they play here. Let us know what you think about the album. We'd love to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to us either on YouTube or the podcast. As always, I'm Kevin.
I'm Derek.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.